Howdy folks, back with SnowRunner, another little review about a couple new mods. One of them is sitting there, and I'm going to go get the other one. Thought this would give you some idea of the vehicles I have. You know, they've made some changes to the Western Star twin steer that I have not done anything with because I don't personally care for how long this thing is. I know it's an advantage for carrying cargo, but it's a disadvantage for tight spaces. I guess I could just purchase it, but you know, just keep it in my inventory and I'll do something with it on another day. I'm not working on the twin steer today. This is the other one that I want to purchase and deploy. And then just page through the rest of the list here. I haven't done anything with the dairy. I do have the Royal. A lot of these are mods. Besides all the, there's my modded Kodiak, the M181, and then the M181 Chevy K1500. I do have some other trucks I could buy, that I could purchase. I just have not because I don't think they're all that great. Didn't I already purchase the Mark 31? Oh, you know what I did? I think I bought 2 of the 23s. That's alright. It ain't like I don't have enough money. You can see these are, I have these, but they're not available in USA. I had to come over to the a US map to, I mean, this list, it goes a long ways. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, all I'm going to do right now is retain, and then go over here and retain, and then go to the global map, go back to the Kola Peninsula, and go back to the Imandra garage. Take this opportunity to take a drink. I do have that in my inventory, excuse me, which would ordinarily make a good heavy-duty scout vehicle, but there's no provision for any kind of ice tires. Excuse me, a little bit of that water went down the wrong way. No provision for ice tires, so I haven't been playing it. We'll just retain it. M134. This is a new mod that I played on the public test server. I covered this mod on the public test server. If you want a more in-depth review of this, particular vehicle, you can go to the public test server. My videos about it on the public test server, but I'm just going to quick run through the active or off-road. I'm not sure that the active would give you all the tire sizes. Yes, it does. You can have the active and still get the biggest tires. Dualies with chains or MHS1 with chains. Or you've got the Tega tires, MHS3 mud tires. These two are the only wheels with provision for ice. So you have to make a choice. Do you want dualies or singles? I'm going to pick the singles for now. And you'll see why later on. Advanced medium. Spare wheel. I believe you can do the spare wheel and still do some frame add-ons. The crane takes off the spare wheel. The saddle low, you can obviously have a spare wheel. Flatbed takes off the spare wheel again. And the repair module takes off the spare wheel. Okay. So there's your frame add-ons. I'm going to go with the repair module, even though it takes off the spare wheel, because this has 4 spare wheels. And put on the only snorkel you can get. So that's what it looks like with the repair module and the single wheels. Now with the single wheels, they don't protrude past the fender. If you put dualies on it, they would be sticking way out. It would look kind of funny, although it'd probably have better stability. I think it would look kind of funny. Go back to customize. Let's see what it looks like with the dualies. Oh boy, look at that. See how much it sticks them out? That's way out there past the fender. I personally wouldn't care for that. And that brings us to this part. Radio module and a lamp are both already installed. Stock front bumper looks beautiful to me. And rims. I think I like these better. This dude designed this truck from scratch. Built every last piece of it from scratch, modeled everything from scratch, did the code, everything from scratch. Got a couple designer colors and then some plain colors. That would be kind of nice, kind of neat if, you know, trying to make believe it was an army truck. For the Imandra map, I would go with that one, honestly. That's the stock. This has got more, I don't know what that is. Blue. For the Imandra map, I would go with that one. And I don't believe there are any interior customizations, no. So that's a quick rundown on that. It's not really what I was here to concentrate on. Oh, not the truck store, dang. The storage. Yeah, I did end up buying 2 Mark 23s. Alright. That's okay, I'll sell one of them. No, I still got a Mark 23 and a Mark 31. There is a third truck. There are 3 trucks to this set. And when I get to the Mark 31, I'll talk about the other truck that I did not get the mod for. But let's deploy this, exit the menu, and go deploy the other one, the Mark 31. Deploy. Escape. Alright. Let's go back here. Run through the customization. All 3 of the trucks have basically the same engine. The Caterpillar C12 gives you A+ power, A durability, and B- fuel consumption with 295 fuel capacity. All-wheel drive is always on. Diff lock is switchable. Gearbox, you've got an Allison, or you've got an off-road mode Allison. 7-speed automatic transmission, off-road mode active. I'm going to equip that. It's already got the TAC 4 independent suspension. Not a lot of choices on tires. You got off-road tires or you got snow tires. I believe the only difference is that they're studded, yes. The ones, what they call chain tires for snow, are actually studded tires. You can see the studs on the tires. I'm going to run those. Advanced heavy. Engageable, of course. Frame add-ons. Now you can do a 2-slot. Do a standard maintainer, which has 1,300 repair parts, 5 spare wheels, and 1,400 fuel. That is crazy. That would be awesome to just have it set up like that and have it able to go fuel and repair other vehicles that have, maybe you've wrecked the suspension on it, or you've ran out of fuel somewhere on the map. So that would be cool. And it looks really nice with that. Or you've got just a plain flatbed. And this is 2,100 liters of fuel. So again, here you could make it just strictly fuel. And when I watched a review of this truck, that dude had a 3-slot box. A 3-slot sideboard. It was a little bit longer and it was able to hold 3 slots by lowering the tailgate. Now I don't see that in my list here. So maybe that's on the other truck, the one that I did not download. Yeah, I think I screwed up on that. I think there's a 23, a 27, and then the 32. Do the snorkel. That's why this one's only capable of 2 slots instead of 3. So I'll have to come back with another little review on the 3-slot one. Standard exhaust with cover, or just standard exhaust? You know, I kind of like the more naked look of the one without the cover. And it's only got 1 rim. As far as the visuals, you got this. That'd be like a desert camo. This would be like a forest camo. And, well, that, frankly, that's still more of a forest camo. I'd probably go with either this one or that one. Let's do that. No interior customization. So that's the Mark 23. And now I wish I had the 27 to show you. I'll do that in a separate video. Run through the 32, I believe. No, 31. Mark 31. Again, you're going to have the same Caterpillar engine. You're going to have the same choice of gearbox. You're going to have the same suspension. You're going to have the same tires. The same winch. Engageable diff lock. Let's go to snorkel. It's your only choice of snorkel. And frame mount add-ons is your only choice, is the saddle high. That's all this truck does. And that's the reason I wanted to kind of review this one a little bit. Because this is all it does, is pull a trailer, or pull a dolly. You could hook up a dolly trailer to the Pinto, or you can have any of the saddle high trailers. I don't think, I'm going to get out of this. No, I'd have to run it way up there to get a trailer. There is that fuel trailer. I could maybe pull around that fuel trailer a little bit for some weight. Let's go back to customize. So we ran through the first list. I'm going to do the same exhaust, and the rims are default. Color, you've got the same choices again. I'm going to go there again. Interior customization is nothing. Let's make it daytime. controller back on. Basically, the 3 mods, always on, only available in Europe, and rear steer, which that's cool. You know, if I took this to a different map that has a trailer stall right next to the road, easily put a trailer. I just don't have them handy and list them. You can do some little let's see how it works itself. Put some weight on the ass. Look at that wheel off the ground and spinning. Let's look at functions. No function to raise or lower the truck. Take a look at the map, see where I want to go. Not sure I want to go up that way. Maybe I should try and go up that way. See how it goes up this hill. I'll even give it diff lock. We're gonna have to go over the top of this rock. And then we'll hit the other one. And then we gotta shoot the gap. We'll have to go over the rock on the left. Oh, and that's where it... it's trying, man, it's trying. I don't have reverse with the diff lock in, but... switch it over to reverse for a second. Let's try hitting this a little differently. Back to low plus diff lock. God, it wants to do it. With a little help from the winch. Actually, it did it. I only winched that one little bit, and then that did the rest of it by itself. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, other than... what else would do that other than one of the cats or something? You know. Alright, at this point, I just want to get it back to the garage. Want to get that fuel tank back down to the bottom. That means just like a big turnaround here. And we'll go back down the hill. Look how well it's handling the snow. This would be these 3 MKTVs would be awesome trucks to have for your campaign. If you don't mind using modded vehicles in your playthrough. Having all three of these MKTVs. With the first one, you've got a 2-spot flatbed and the option to use all those repair points and fuel and stuff. In the mid version, which unfortunately I don't have right now, you've got the option to have a 3-spot flatbed. I'm going to put this back in automatic and back this up a little bit. I think I want to park this fuel trailer right here. And with the rear steer, look at the cut on that. Woo-wee! Dang. Look where I came in and where I came out. That is quite the turning radius. On the Michigan map, where you have to do all those long hauls, and with the really tight squeezes, there's rocks on both sides of the trail and there's deep mud. This would be the perfect truck to pull like a 4 or 5 spot high saddle. I know with the modded trailers you can get clear up to a 7 spot. I personally wouldn't do that. I watched a YouTube video. The dude was trying to go through one of those Michigan trails with, he was actually on Drummond Island with a 7 spot, and it was pure hell trying to get that 7 spot through there. I personally wouldn't go with more than a 5 spot, but at any rate, I think we've done enough on this. Let's detach trailer, and recover to the garage. Alright, I think that's going to be good for now. I don't think there's any real reason to take the other one out. We've seen what this thing will do. It's crazy good, in my opinion. Alright. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll probably come back with the other one, with the 3 slot, just very briefly maybe. But I believe the only difference between the 23 and the other one, I think it's a 27, but don't quote me. I believe the only difference is the ability to have the 3 slot. And there might be a couple of additional add-ons. Otherwise, it's the same truck. And I personally wouldn't use the 3 slot. In the test that I watched about these 3 trucks, the guy was using a 3 slot. He had 3 units of lumber in it. It allows the 3rd slot by making the sideboard bed a little bit longer, so it overhangs the back wheels more. And then they put the tailgate down, so the tailgate acts as part of your truck bed. And when he got it a little crazy sideways and broke the cargo loose, but it stayed in the bed. It would not let him repack that third slot. It was hanging out past the tailgate by a foot or two and wouldn't let him repack it. After he went a little ways and it fell off, then he could repack the other two. So, in my opinion, the third slot is just problematic. But other than that, I love these trucks. And thank you for watching. See you next time.